Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Be Transformed. I just want to chat with you all today for a couple of minutes on one of my favorite verses. So, how are you guys doing today? You can post it in the comments or I'll check it in the replay to see if any of you responded. But I hope you're having an awesome day. And I really just want to encourage you today, as we're supposed to do as brothers and sisters of Christ. I want to encourage you because walking daily with God is something that it's very, it's not just enriching as a person who has experienced it. It doesn't just enrich me, but it's also something that always amazes me. When I look at where I came from and where I am today and all the work that God has done in me, to see how he can turn things from impossible to possible, it has never ceased to amaze me. And one of the things that I've learned in this walk is how important it is to renew my mind. So if we take a look at Romans chapter 12, verse 2, it says, "Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." What does it really mean to renew our mind? When you think of the word renew, you think of revitalize, refresh, restore. For me, when I hear renew, I think about allowing myself to be taught by God, allowing myself to be teachable, to hear from Him, and to understand that His way is different from mine. The scripture says that His ways are higher than our ways, and His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. So I want to encourage you in whatever situation that you may be going through. It could be at work, it could be at home, it could be personally, or it could fit all of the above criteria. Renew your mind. Renew your mind. It's okay to do things differently. And when I say differently, I'm talking about God's way. It's okay if things they don't make sense to you right away. That's okay. It's okay if at first you don't get it and you made mistakes repeatedly. God is very patient. It's okay if you're at a point where you feel like you're just not ready for certain things. That's okay too. I want you to know that no matter where you are, once you're renewing your mind, once you're allowing God to work in you, and if you feel like you're not allowing Him to work in you, it's okay. You could say a prayer and say, "Okay, Father, I am ready to do it your way. I am ready to listen to what you're saying." Sometimes we're so caught up in what we want, what we would like to happen, that we tend to block out the voice of God's Spirit talking to us because His voice is soft. So we can't hear His voice because our thoughts are so loud. Our desires are so loud. Our will is so loud. So when we renew our mind, we are allowing God to take our desires, and if they don't line up with His will, removing them and replacing that space with what He has desired and ordained for your life, which is much more powerful, much better than anything that you could have ever conceived for yourself. Have you ever read the verse that said, "Mine has not conceived, no mind has conceived, no one has heard, no one in this world can ever imagine what it is that God has for you, what the Most High God has destined for your life. Only He knows." So sometimes we have plans, we have goals, we have things that we have set in play, and we work so hard towards them. But if they are not in line with His will, it doesn't work out the way we expect. Or if He allows it to happen to teach us and show us something, it's always a case where, well, this is not what I expected it to be. Okay, so now at this point, you need to renew your mind. You need to ask God to renew your mind and to help mold and shape it to where it needs to be so that He can operate fully in your life. So I hope that this has encouraged you. Thank you for joining the channel. Be sure to subscribe for any new videos that I post so that you'll receive the notification, and post any questions that you have. I'll be happy to answer them as soon as I can. But I just want to wish you all a beautiful day and a wonderful week.